should be filming. Yeah, we are. All right, so, I think you're going to fail, right? Weird way to start a video, but it's going to happen, right? Whatever you're doing, whatever you're pursuing, whatever you're trying to build, at some point in time, you're going to face failure, right? It's almost a part of the process, right? This could be you just starting out in a business that you started, or in a sport maybe that you're trying to learn, or you're trying to learn the piano, right? Or you're trying to learn to paint or to draw, right? Or to start an e-commerce business, or to start a new job, a new skill, right? You're going to fail in the beginning. It's inevitable, right? Or even if you're already, let's say, an established person and your business is mature or it's maturing, failure is just part of the process, And I think it's the people who then embrace failure. And I don't just mean like to fail as in like, oh, you fail, like something didn't go right. No, but I think failure comes in different forms, in the sense that when something goes wrong, it's not necessarily that you failed, it's just a lesson, right? You may not be aware of something, especially if you're new, or if you're experiencing something in a different way, like you may not be aware of certain hurdles, certain obstacles that might be in the way, whereas maybe someone who's doing the same thing as you is actually aware of it, right? But it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing where I think it was either Kobe or Michael Jordan who said one of these things before. One of them said, I've never lost a game. I just ran out of time. And, kind of just having that mentality of, look, it's just a matter of me changing my perspective, me changing my view on things, my view on failure. Not just taking it as, oh, I failed, like I couldn't accomplish this, but rather, okay, I tried to do this, it didn't work out. What can I learn from it, right? What lessons can I take away from it for the next time, because you might just do the same thing again. And, that second time or the third time or the 100th time that you're doing this thing, you're going in with experience, you're going in with knowledge of knowing that, oh, there was an obstacle right there. And I didn't know how to navigate that before, but now I know how to navigate it. So now I know, I can handle it. So it's, I think it's, the world goes to those who are daring, those who are bold, and those who are also willing to embrace failure. I think especially today, where we have a lot of social media and a lot of people who want to express themselves on social media, but one of the entry barriers really is just you being open enough to receive the criticism of starting, right? There's a lot of criticism and feedback that comes from starting. And obviously in the beginning, no one wants to hear that what they've created is very different from what they usually do, right? We usually want to not conform, but we want to be within a certain acceptable limit of, people's perception. But you find that sometimes that can be limiting, because how people see you is then the boundaries that you start to put on yourself. Whereas how you see you is what's the most important thing, right? And so, the people who are just willing to kind of take that leap, create, right, put their content out, put their message out, put themselves out there, right, are usually the ones that find fulfillment in it, the ones that grow into these massive pages. Also, at the same time, it's not just about putting yourself out there, but the consistency, right? And obviously a lot of things lend to consistency. One, your strategy, your routine, what do you really want to get out of it? Are you doing it as a business? Are you doing it because you're passionate about it? All these different things kind of come into it. But I think, embrace failure. Right, embrace it, learn from it. I think that's the most important thing. You've got to just learn from your failures, because then they will teach you more. And everyone says this. Everyone who's ever been successful, everyone who's ever built anything, anyone who's ever enjoyed something or reached a certain pinnacle or reached a certain level where they would consider themselves and other people can consider them successful, they all say the same thing. Your failures will teach you more than your successes. And, you know, that's that. So yeah, man, just learn to fail, embrace it, smile through it, take your lessons and, you know, keep going.